$7.2 billion.
And where's sorry, Mr. Baylor, where's the money coming from?
Well, Mr. Chair, that is within the government's broader macroeconomic framework, and I'm not I can't speak to that.
So you don't have anyone. It's just that we're being asked to vote in favor of another $7 billion of spending. The obvious question is, where's it coming from?
Mr. Chair, as I indicated, I can discuss the contents of the bill, and I appreciate the question, but I can't answer that question.
Well, somebody's paying for it. Who is it? Did the Tooth Fairy? No answer.
Here respectfully to answer questions to C2 as we study it.
Right. C2 has a $7 billion bill. That's the price tag. Right. That's what I'm asking about. Where's the $7 billion coming from? There's a lot of people who are willing to talk about how they're spending the money, but no one wants to talk about where it comes from. How many witnesses do we have here? We have the number? Mr. Chair?
10? Is it 10?
10 witnesses? 10 witnesses to tell us about how to spend money, but not a single one to tell us where the money comes from. Anyone, Mr. Chair, can you help us?
Mr. Poilievre, the floor is yours to ask your questions.
Well, I've asked the same question 5 or 6 times. No one seems to be able to answer it. I'm just worried that the answer is not one my constituents are going to want to hear. Because right now, I have 30-year-olds living in their parents' basement because housing inflation has priced them out of the market. I have single moms in my neighborhoods that can't afford a healthy basket of groceries to feed their kids. I have seniors whose savings are being vaporized by inflation. And now we have the prospect that deficits are going to drive up interest rates. So you can forgive me if my focus today is not on all the wonderful things the government's spending money on, but instead on where the money comes from. Because so far, all the money seems to be coming out of the pocket of the working class folks
Point of order,
who are paying
Mr. Chair.
record inflation.
Point of order, Mr. Chair. I believe we have officials here who are speaking specifically to C2. I believe that the question that the member from the opposite side of the bench is asking questions that I think is more appropriately directed at our Deputy Prime Minister or our Minister of Finance. And I think he'll have that opportunity to ask her that question when she comes before us this Thursday.
Thank you, Ms. Zarowitz. The officials that are before us are here to speak to C2 and any of the technical matters within C2, any of the questions that should be posed to the Ministry of Finance or the ESDC. And yes, this shouldn't be political questions to non-political witnesses.
And one more point of order. I'm so sorry. One more point of order. I believe that the phone line is down. Can someone from the technical end of our team sort of look into that, please? Thank you.
Clerk? Yeah. Mr. Poilievre?
I have a strictly technical question. That is, where's the money coming from? $7 billion cost. The money must be coming from somewhere. Like, is there a money tree? Is there a printing press?
Point of order,
Mr. Chair. That's the technical question I'm asking. I appreciate the Liberals across the way don't want it answered.
As much as I love to hear the opposition member talk about this.